Hi, I'm Billy Schaefer, and on this week's Moment with McClaskey, I want to really focus in about how we communicate with our teams. Now, this might seem a little remedial, but I see it all the time with professionals from top to bottom. And it comes down to how we listen. Are we listening to respond, or are we listening to understand? If you think about it, when you're listening to your team members talk, your subordinates, your employees, your staff, your superiors, whoever it is, when you're listening to them, are you actually focused on the words that they are saying, or are you thinking about your response and formulating it as they're talking? If you're coming up with what you're going to say while they're talking, then you're not fully engaged with what they're saying. You are listening to respond. And how that's going to show up is you're going to cut them off. You're going to talk over them. The cadence going back and forth is not going to be smooth. A conversation should be one person talks and then the next person talks. If you find that it's constantly talking back and forth or over each other, or you each hear the others say, oh, no, you go, my bad. Oh, no, you go, my bad, over and over again, that means you're listening to respond and not listening to understand. Here's a way that you can help do this. If you want to listen to understand, which means you're going to get the full impact of what the other person is saying, don't speak for 3 seconds after they're done. Count 1, 2, 3, and then respond. It is going to force you to actually take the words that they said and interpret them in totality, not just the parts that you heard while you were thinking about what to say. Listen to understand. This is how great conversations can happen and how you can get full understanding of what the person across from you is trying to communicate. Conversations are all about communication. And if we're not willing to spend the time to understand what the other's saying, then we're not really communicating. So listen, count to 3, and then respond. And that is your moment with McClaskey.